Blame this on my lack of sleep.
Hey, so welcome everybody to the Tuesday episode of Blunders and Bothwellians, the Windy Witch edition, with our holly jolly soundtrack going on in the background that the players probably can't hear right now. But when you go and listen back to the stream, you'll hear it, and I think it suits you all really well. Suitably to say, there are lots of trumpets, and it's pretty cheerful. So, this is the Tuesday party. You're on episode 22! And you guys find yourselves in a little bit of chaos amid the capital of Leyli in the country of Borsin. You found the capital, Leyli. You have so far found your way through puppet shows and Ridu's backstory and memory loss charms and doubles and craziness and markets, all the way through to the Baywatch Tavern, where you discovered some information about the Order of Companions that are operating in Borsin, and you also discovered some things about Sharpen Rot. You also had an interesting interview, shall we say, with a spy working for Sharpen Rot. And in my notes I've got Fetish Dungeon, and we'll just leave that there, along with Varric licks a door and Varric waterboards poor man.
Oi, the poor man deserved it.
Didn't you get strapped down to something?
No, I got put in a cage and then I escaped and nobody noticed that I escaped.
I did it!
Except Hannah.
So, you have plans. You have very hurriedly left the Baywatch Tavern, given that you maybe left a bit of a mess, and maybe a dead body or two. Your plans are to discover information about the city of Leyli. You've heard about the Dead Queen. You'd like to find out some public opinions on various matters. You'd like to find Sharpen Rot, and of course, find the Shard. You're also interested in finding Mr. Marxis, Emily's father, who is supposed to be within the city. And Varric, you also would like to hunt down the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
So, other than that, you guys find yourselves outside, just further down the street from the Baywatch Tavern. It is coming up to about... did you rest? You didn't rest, did you?
Nope.
Didn't we get inside another tavern and we were sitting at the table and there was and we all kind of fell down, some of us?
Yeah,
that was just two of us being cast to sleep, and that was Arissa and me.
No.
No. There was a rumble from down the under the
earthquake.
tavern.
Oh yeah, the earthquake.
Yeah, another earthquake.
That kind of dispelled the silence charm around the table. I think, wasn't there where we left off?
Yes, further down the street. In the, not very wealthy, but not ridiculously poor end of the town.
I think we need more tape. Sorry, more paint.
Yes, yes, the dusty bellows, which I believe you need to change with paint because you changed Baywatch to Baywatch.
Yes, we did.
Yes. So you have just experienced an earthquake, which most of you were okay with, and the silence spell. Did we say it had broken in your concentration, or was it still alright, do you think? We'll go with it. It's still fine.
Yeah, we had to decide on that.
And decide on what, sorry?
Didn't it break concentration because of the earthquake?
Yeah, but some of us fell, others were kind of cool with it. So.
Who was casting it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Well, for the sake of it, we will say we will say
I have to spell silence.
Was it you then?
It's probably
Possibly.
you. In which case, we'll say it has broken. So, you guys, if you want to have a conversation, you're going to have to be quiet. there are the 3 owners of the tavern who are sitting at the bar and occasionally walk around the room. The room itself is fairly full of people, all of whom seem to be anything from rotters to scoundrels to just a little bit no good. So yes.
Are any of them giving us the stink eye? So, any of us?
Not particularly at the moment. It seems to be a place where, ironically, a lot of you are not questioned, because these are the kind of people who work in the shadows or do dark deeds. So they are above looking at the race of people at the moment. They're more interested in whether you keep your mouth shut around them.
I see.
And it was because the market was shut when you went out searching for shop in Rot, wasn't it, Varric? So it's getting towards the early evening, like things started to close. And you had decided that you weren't going to stay the night at the Babe Watch. So yes. So yeah, early evening and you guys are sitting around. Everybody has a shopping list, including a tattoo kit.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I found out that sounded like a good idea, just to have a tattoo.
Oh, is Zabina also not talking this time?
No,
Right?
we're
Oh, she is. Okay.
Oh, she's talking, but we're
They're doing it.
psychic.
We can't hear what they're saying to each other.
I see.
Doing it by brain message. I can't remember what her cantrip is.
Message.
Ah, there you go. Message.
you pretty much hit it on the head with brain message.
Alrighty. So, while Redu and Betheritas are having a conversation via their brains, what would you all else like to talk about?
What are we waiting for here again?
No, we're trying to find the way to the black market, so we kind of got here and then stopped.
We're just hanging out. Okay. Topic.
I think it would be good to ask questions. However, in a non-magical place, I'm very aware that a lot of us look quite weird.
Indeed, elves and demons and all kinds of weird.
Ew, demons.
Well, this is a type of demon. In a way.
Would we be able to flag down one of the bar owners that's at the bar and like call them over to our table?
I encourage you to try.
Who has chips?
Which one would you like to flag down? You've got 3 of them. There is there's a very large barge-like man who's bald with missing teeth. You've got a tall, skinny man with long, greasy hair, and a fatter man with a pork pie hat smoking a cigar.
I like the guy with the hat. I'll have him, please.
Sorry.
The fat guy with the hat and the cigar.
Apricity?
Yeah.
Orders like that are supposed to be mentioned to the companions.
I was gonna say, it's like you're ordering off a menu. I'll have this guy.
I'm ordering off menu, guys.
Out of menu. Alright, so you are flagging over the fat guy in the pork pie hat. He continues to smoke his cigar. He's sort of walking around. He was having a murmured conversation with a table close to you, and he sort of shuffles over in that sort of waddly way that very large people do. He's taking his time as well. He's not particularly, like, you know, enamoured to necessarily get to you very quickly. And he sort of walks up, leans over on the table. He's not very tall, so he leans on the table with his elbow, sort of a pudgy little elbow, and he's still the same height when he leans over on the table that he was when he was standing up. And he sort of blows a ring of, like, foul-smelling, acrid smoke across the table and sort of says, "What you want?"
He sounds fit, by the way. I would like to lean into him and say, what time of day did you say it was, sorry?
It's early evening.
Okay. Good evening, my fine sir. How's business?
Hey, business is good. What can I do for you?
I'll have a round of drinks for me and my friends. Did we order drinks already? I don't remember what we did last time.
No, we didn't.
You
No,
didn't.
we didn't order anything. We just sat down.
You sat down and had an earthquake.
Oh, yes. I'll have a pint of ale, please.
Hey, what rest of them want?
I wanted one of those weird drinks that you get set on fire.
Flaming shots.
We don't got none of that. We got ale.
Oh, I'd just bring you an alcoholic drink and I'll set it on fire myself.
Hey, you cause damage, you pay for it. You want in rooms for the night too?
Do we want rooms for the night? In this thingy place? Do we? No?
I guess it depends a bit. I mean, it would be convenient to have a room like near the black market.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
No. Oh no, sorry. That's me from an out of game perspective. I mean,
This is where we should all have access.
Okay. Okay, then I turn to everyone and do we want any rooms? I ask.
I think Verth and Rita would just staring at each other across the table without actually saying anything.
Aggressively making
Aw,
sexualizing
I
each
just
other.
turn to them and go, "Hey, lovebirds, do you want a room?"
Timing is perfect.
Thank you, thank you.
Verth is gonna shake a little bit, as if he's like trying to straighten his head up. And go,
Which one?
yeah, rooms are good.
What kind of rooms do you have on offer?
a dungeon for Rido and Verti.
Don't got no dungeons. You want those? You go up to the Baywatch. We got rooms we can fit 2. We can fit 3. We can fit 6 if you don't mind sharing. How many you wanting in a room?
I'm happy with all of us in a room. I look about the table.
Yeah,
You,
I'm
sounds
fine with
good.
it too, as long as I'm with Varric.
you want it one night or you want more than one?
Should we start with one night and then go from there?
That could work.
I reckon we're going to be in the city for a couple of days at least.
Yeah.
Should we make it 3 days then? LOL. Ugh, I just said LOL.
So let's go for a couple of nights to begin with.
Couple of nights, plus enough ale for all of you. That'll be... And he starts counting on his fat fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carry the 1. 5, 6. That'll be 6 silver altogether.
Go on then, I'll slide 6 silver across the table and you fuckers can do me.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'll throw one silver to Apricity to pitch in my part.
I will do so as well. And I try to make it land on her eye, but it fails and falls to the table.
Hey, my name is Burge. If you be wanting anything, you come to me. If I hear you've gone to my brothers instead, that'll be a hiding. Alright?
Burge, will you bring our drinks back to us personally?
I will. Don't think I'm not gonna bring it, do you?
I'm gonna flick a silver across to him and say, get one for yourself and come and join us.
Oh. Well, kindly strangers, are we? That's a new one. Alright. And he slides the money off the table and waddles very slowly off to the bar.
Well done, Apricity.
Thanks, babes.
Thanks, babes. I'm like, totes great.
I'm like, so this is amazing. He's so fit, how could I not? Gosh. Your demeanor is strong this evening.
I shall grant that a penguin. Or,
A penguin!
Oh, you guys are fucking filth tonight, I love it.
You're not even in Baywatch, honestly.
no, but you know, it'd be easy to rob the place now that we know what it works like.
This is very true.
Whilst our darling new friend Burge is gone, I would like to whisper to the table, and if Redo and Theratas bother listening, then that's a bonus. Guys, do we want to go in hard and ask for the black market straight away?
I don't think you should literally ask for the black market.
Okay, then I think maybe you should go in subtly. Like, ask if there's any place we can shop for something special.
Yeah, we didn't succeed in the market. Maybe.
By the way, I'm not really sure who is speaking in the game and who isn't. We need to, like, balance this a bit.
Okay, so...
Preface mine with cantrip.
So as Annabelle, I say, maybe we should ask if there's any special shops nearby. Would that be too subtle?
Yeah, we could mention that we were looking for things that we couldn't find in the usual market.
Yeah.
Right.
Should we wave our money a bit in front of him? Or is that too dangerous?
Maybe we should play a card game and start gambling for fun and just like... That way we'd have a lot of money on the table.
I do have my brand new gaming kit, which I would love to use.
I don't trust you to be the dealer though. That's out of game. That's out of game.
Hey! I take offense in game and out of game.
Hey, I've seen you steal. I know how well you do that.
He has got a very fair point there.
I wouldn't do that to my party members, probably.
Probably,
Would you know?
maybe, possibly, maybe, probably.
Maybe a little. But nothing major, just like 5,000 gold.
As Hannibal, I cover my lip to stop a smile and say, if you don't mind, I would rather just watch you gamble. It would be kind of like cheating if I played.
She sees the marks on your marked cards as well.
Shit. I'm gonna eye her suspiciously, because I'm still not sure about this chick.
And I just beam at her happily.
Ting!
One of those kawaii poses with two fingers like...
Just to have fun with Apricity, I smile at her and I make a shiny star up there in my teeth.
Amazing. I'm gonna ask this dude a few other questions as well and see what other information we can get. What are people interested in?
Trident.
What?
Money.
Oh, Trident! I thought you said dragons. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yes, also, I want a dragon as a mount.
Oh my
Aren't
god.
male humans interested in women? We have a lot of them here.
Oh, what
Yeah,
did you
but
say?
we don't have male humans here. Like
Whatever
our
image you just sent me, it's taking a long time to load. Ah, there we go. Oh, that character, Jesus. Yeah, okay.
I mostly meant the pose, but it works.
Apricity, if you wanted to use your gaming set, I do have a pre-designed game that's fairly simple you could run if you wanted.
Yes. Let's do that.
Okay.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Aim.
In game,
So we're gonna play.
the characters are going to play with cards, but don't worry, it's not very difficult. What you have to do is each character who wants to play, you can put money on the table if you want. Normally you have to buy in a certain number of silver or gold pieces, but that'll just be up to you guys however much you want to chuck in. And
But
each...
we could always do like show the money, but not actually end up giving it out.
Oh yeah, this is all totally fake, probably.
Probably depends who wins.
Annabelle will just look at the game. She won't play.
Cool.
Varric will definitely join. He likes playing cards and cheating.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to cheat with you guys if we're just doing this for show.
Yeah, true. That's a good idea.
If we're flashing our cash, we'll flash our cash, but this has hit me. Oh god, does that mean like gaseously or simply?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Booted.
Cheese, Gromit! Okay, so the card game in character is each person who wants to join in puts in some money, and then you roll 2d6s, which is